This is video number 59 for violin and viola players. And in this video, we're going to learn Ode to Joy, which I know many of you have probably been excited to learn, and some of you maybe even looked ahead and tried to learn on your own. I do need you to have a pencil, okay? So if you need to pause the video and go get a pencil, please go do that. We're going to start off with some echoing to continue to get better with our fourth fingers. I need you to also have your tuner, all right? So get your tuner, put it on your stand, turn it on. Soon, very soon, we're going to be starting to really kind of rely a little bit more on our ears, but until we have our ears trained, our tuner is going to help us learn when we are in tune and learn what we should be sounding like. So I want you to have your tuner turned on, and we're going to start with 4 A's. And again, in this video, anytime I say A, I mean fourth finger on the D, not open A. Elbow in, and I promised I would play viola for this video, so I'm going to switch to the viola. Okay, and fourth fingers in the D string. Elbow in, stretch, stretch, stretch. Echo me. Go A, 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 A. 2 A's, 2 G's. Go A, A, G, G. And I do this. A, G, A, G. Go A, G, A, G. Now A, F sharp, A, F sharp. Go A, F sharp, A, F sharp. Watch that tuner. Now A, E, A, E. Big stretch. Go A, E, A, E. Now do the reverse. Do G, A, G, A. Then F sharp, A, F sharp, A, E, A. Okay? G, A, G, A. Start with G. And go G, A, G, A, and F sharp and A. Echo me. Go F sharp, A, F sharp, A. Now remember what I would like for you to do when we're going back and forth between these. When I did G and A, okay, violins, you're over here, all right? I'm playing a viola today. G, I have just my G down, and I keep G down, and I go back and forth with A. And then I did F sharp and A, back and forth, F sharp, A, F sharp, A. Don't need to put 3 down. And then E and A. Okay? That's helping your fourth finger along. We'll do that for a good little while. Now do E, A, E, A. And go E, then just stretch the A, E, A. I want to do that a couple more times because this happens, E to A happens in Ode to Joy, and it's the hardest note to get in tune in the entire song. Do E, A again. Echo me. And go E, A, E, A. Now do this. Do 2 E's and 1 A. And go E, E, A. And yes, that A was a half note, okay? All right, now I want you to take your pencil out, and I want you to number all of the measures in Ode to Joy. And I'm going to show you both books. The violin book is on top. So what you might want to do is just pause the video when I get it close up, and you can see it, and then make yours match. This is the violin. This is the viola. You should end up with 16 measures. So pause the video. I'll try to hold it still. Pause the video and number and make sure it matches. You should end up with 16 measures. Okay? All right. At this point, you should have all of your measures numbered. And we are going to shout about Ode to Joy. We're going to go all the way from the beginning just through measure 8 to start with. Okay? It's kind of the easy part of the song. All right, shout about measure 1 through 8 only. Everything's on the D string, by the way. If you learn this on your own and you learned it using the A string, sorry, you got to go back and relearn it using the D string. Okay, don't be reluctant to use that fourth finger. It will make you better, make you more advanced players. Shadow bow 86 and let's say shadow bow. that the rhythm is slightly different than the way Beethoven originally wrote it. That's because we don't quite know how to do the rhythm that Beethoven originally wrote. All right, so the book changes it and simplifies it just a little. I need you to play it exactly like it is in the book. And the places where it sounded weird to you possibly was measure 4 and measure 8. And we have half note, half note. Okay, play measure 1 through 8 now with me. By the way, I have a metronome with 8 notes on. I'm sure you figured that out. And it's on 66. Okay, play with me now, F sharp down. And when I'm going F sharp, G, A, I don't have my 1 down, but I'm going to keep my F sharp down also. I'm going to have F sharp, G, and A. Why is that? I'm coming right back to it. Why am I not having 1 down? It's going to help me stretch that 4 a little. Gives me a little extra oomph right there. Okay? Okay. Beginning with me. Ready, and go. Now, that is the easy part of the song. If that's difficult for you, definitely pause the video, okay, and work on that, all right? We're now going to play 13 through 16. We're going to do it without any shadow bowing. Because 13 through 16, you may notice, is just like 5 through 8. It's exactly the same. So let's just play just to make sure. Okay, 13, start measure 13. If you didn't number your measures, please pause the video and do it now, because you're going to get a little bit lost in a minute here. Okay, 13 to the end. Just with me, no shadow bowing. Ready, and go. Okay, now, you've learned the easy part of the song. There are 2 measures here that are really difficult, and you maybe have already recognized. That's measure 10 and 11. I want to learn measure 11 first. And let's talk about it for a second. Look at what the notes do in measure 11. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E. Up and down a little mini scale. Starts off with the run pony rhythm. Rather than shadow bow, we're going to play parts first and then shadow bow. And it seems weird, but we're going to do that. Start at measure 11 and play measure 11, echo me. F sharp, G, F sharp, E. Up the scale and then down the scale. Okay, again, 11. Ready, and go. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E. Again. And go. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E. Okay, if you need to pause the video, play that till you get it, and then join me again. Okay? Now, we're going to do measure 10. I think measure 10 is a little bit more difficult, but it's very similar to 11. 2 things are different. First of all, it starts up bow, doesn't it? The other thing is it goes E, F sharp, G, F sharp, skips the E and goes down to D. Okay, look at that again. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, down to D. Start up bow, echo me, we'll do it pretty slow. Measure 10, measure 10, up bow. Ready, and go. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, open D. Try it again, up bow. And go. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, open D. Now do back to 11. Back to 11. Ready, and go. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E. Now do 10. Up bow. And go. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, D. Now, what I want you to do is shadow bow 9 through 12, okay? We're gonna go back to the tempo we were at, okay? Shadow bow 9, and the mistake people make at 9 is they don't do a half note. So make sure you're going 1 tay, 2 tay for your very first note. Shadow bow 9, and ready, shadow bow 1, 2. Lots of difficult things in those those 4 measures right there, okay? Measure 9 starts with a half note. People mess that up. Measure 10 is just difficult. E, F sharp, G, F sharp, open D. And the 11's right after it. And what's difficult about 12? It goes D, E, stretch to the A. Violins are over here. 1 and then 4, okay? What I want you to do now is pause the video and practice 9 through 12 in whatever way you need to, okay? You might just do 9 through 12, 9 through 12. I would suggest breaking up little pieces, all right? Once you think you can play 9 through 12 without stopping, join me again, and we're going to play from measure 9 all the way to the end. Okay, here's measure 9 all the way to the end, and ready, and go. Half note. 11. Now stretch the 4. Go on. 13. 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, 4 take, off. Okay? Now, after you have learned 9 through 12 really well, and then 9 through 16, then try from the beginning, okay? Practice, 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 and practice. Don't practice from the beginning all the time. Once you get 1 through 8, be done with it, and then work on the others, okay? Work on the hard part. When you start practicing Ode to Joy, you should not start in measure 1. You probably should start at least in measure 9, maybe in 10 or 11. Practice the hard part. Be efficient with your practice. Don't just plow through and, okay, I got this part, I'll just mess up on that measure. Practice the part that you cannot do. Don't waste your time with the part that you can. Then, when you can play everything, then you make it better. You play it till you can't get it wrong.